How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris, and welcome back, finally, yes, finally, to the F1 25 My Team mode for today's Chinese Grand Prix. It's a little bit odd that I'm saying finally welcome back, but it has been pretty much like a month almost since I last uploaded an F1 25 video. But there was some reasons behind it, and yeah, if y'all been paying attention to the, or if y'all been not paying attention, but keeping up with the channel as of late, y'all will know why. And one of the main reasons why I ended up taking a bit of a break from this game and just making content in general. So we back though, in a bit of a better mood. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this motherfucking momentum rolling. So last episode was actually our first race. It was in the Australian Grand Prix, and it was the first race where we ended up getting to play as Nikola Tsolov, which is one of the F3 drivers, if I'm not mistaken, F3 driver icons. And I did figure out a couple things about Nikola Tsolov and our other teammate, Joshua Durksen, which I found out his name is actually pronounced differently in other countries, but we'll get into that in a minute. But we played as Nikola Tsolov, and it was also the first race where I raced without the racing line and without anti-lock brake. And it was a bit of a challenge, and it didn't look promising at first, but after making our one and only pit stop of the day, we were able to learn the track, get used to it, and we actually came home in a pretty solid finish. We came home in a pretty damn good P7, earning us our first 6 points on the schedule on the season so far. So one race down and 6 points already in the damn bag. And if you can believe it, Lando Norris ended up winning the race, just like he ended up doing in real life, with Charles Leclerc finishing in second and George Russell finishing in third. So pretty much the point standings is pretty much where you finished in the race. So it's those three, and then it's Piastri in fourth, Verstappen fifth, Hamilton in sixth, Nikola Tsolov in seventh, Kimi Antonelli in eighth, Alonso in ninth, and Pierre Gasly in 10th. Unfortunately, our teammate Durksen ended up blowing up in the race, which warranted a DNF for him. And he and Yuki Tsunoda were the only two DNFs in that race. So it was quite heartbreaking to witness that. But sometimes you just don't start the season that well, and it'll change as the season progresses. But then the constructor standings is where there is a little bit of difference, as McLaren is the championship leader by 11 points ahead of Ferrari in P2, with Mercedes in third, Red Bull fourth, ourselves in fifth, Aston in sixth, Alpine in seventh, Williams in eighth, V-Carb ninth, Haas 10th, and Kickstarter in 11th. With one race down, 7 different teams, including ourselves, scored a point or two in Australia, and there's only 4 teams that didn't, those being Williams, V-Carb, Haas, and the Kickstarter team. So there's a long season ahead. They can definitely score some points and all that sort of stuff. So I really wouldn't, be too worried about it. Like I said, still enough time and all that sort of stuff. So we'll eventually get there. But yeah, so with that, pretty good finish. Our fan rating went up a little bit. We didn't really get a whole lot. Let's see, we're training on this engineering focus, and maybe here soon we'll be able to do personnel and corporate as well. We'll just kind of see how that all kind of goes. And then we had any new messages? Yep, no new messages there. I don't know why I backed out of that, because I want to go to the engineer thing and see what we're researching, because I already forgot. I don't know if we were researching there. Okay, so we're researching the secondary wing flap aerodynamic upgrade, and chassis, we're researching the floor stiffening stay position. So those are the 2 upgrades that we got currently focused on as of right now. I don't have anything on the engine because everything seems to be fine. Like, no problem there. Durability might come back and bite us. We'll just have to be patient, watch out for it, and everything will be fine. So, yeah. And yeah, here they are. So we actually do have a durability upgrade, which is the minor gearbox and a pistons upgrade for the engine. So the secondary wing flaps, the gearbox, and the piston should come in on March the 28th, and the chassis floor stiffening positioning should come in on March the 25th. So that's how that is all kind of going. Development-wise, we are developing the front wing adjuster bracket, because The main reason we're doing this is mainly due to the fact that we ended up giving, I think it was Tsolov, one of the upgrades for the front wing adjuster bracket, and we also gave him the plank as well. So Durksen doesn't have any of the new upgrades, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Tsolov has currently both the new upgrades, which are the front wing adjuster bracket and the planks, and Durksen doesn't have any of that. But once those two parts come in, we'll fit it on his car, so it'll be equaled out. And pretty much for the next race out after China, which would be, what next race would that actually ended up being? Let's see, Japan. Okay, so yeah, Japan, if like that a whole lot comes in, should be like an equal playing field for Tsolov and Durksen. It'll be like the one race where they're equal in machinery, so definitely got to keep that in mind. And also, do they still tally? Okay, so it still says who got the fastest lap last time. I just wanted to make sure about that. But yeah, so today we're gonna go through the activities, and I don't know if we can actually do any activities. We only got one, which is a fan outreach, and we literally can't do any other ones because it's such a short week leading up to China. So that's gonna be interesting to say the least. Also, before I jump into anything else, I do want to talk about a couple things. So I did find out that I was pronouncing Nikola Tsolov correctly. I was trying to go on Google and see like the Bulgarian translation for it, but apparently Google doesn't have that like a voice recognition for the Bulgarian language. So I'm just gonna keep calling him Nikola Tsolov until it's pronounced differently. Or till I, can figure out a way to pronounce it the right way, or try to. But on the other hand, for Joshua Durksen, from what Google told me when I put it in, and I found out there's not really a language for Paraguay, and I found out that Joshua actually has a nationality of Paraguay and Germany. So when I put it into Germany, it was pronounced as Joshua Durksen.
Joshua Durksen.
Or something like that. Probably mispronounced his last name again, but instead of it being Joshua, it's Joshua Durksen. That's actually right. Durksen. So you pronounce it. And there's actually a little bit something that I figured out on good old Joshua that I did not know, actually. So the reason why he has the nationalities of both Paraguay and Germany is because he was actually born in Paraguay in a town called Asunción. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Just please help me out in the comments if I am mispronouncing any of this. So he was so he was born in Paraguay in the Asunción city, and he is of German descent because his great grandfather ended up becoming an immigrant who came to Paraguay escaping World War II. And his parents are originally from the Chacao, and he has only one brother. And the Chacao was actually a spot in Paraguay, so he is from Paraguay. His parents are from Paraguay. He was born in Paraguay. He just has German descent because of one of his family members, not ancestors, but one of his family members actually escaping from Germany into Paraguay, or opposite. I think it was opposite. Escaping Germany into Paraguay, or Paraguay into Germany. I don't know why you want to escape into Germany, but who knows at this rate. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a fun fact about Joshua there. Has German descent, but he was born in Paraguay, so a little bit of a fun fact for y'all. And also, I do want to say to everybody, because I was going to mention this in the next F125 video that I was going to make, yet I didn't until now. I want to thank everybody on the shorts video, on the F125 short that I ended up doing. Thank you all to the people that helped out and told me what to do. You guys have been awesome, especially with telling me, where to brake, what to look out for, what kind of setups will be, I'll need to look out for certain things, what aspects of the certain setup I'll need to look out for, where I need to place the car, pretty much how far back I need to brake, how much brake pressure I need to add on to it. And it does mean a lot, and I do appreciate you guys for helping out. I'm just an American that just, you know, is trying to still learn F1 gaming-wise. I mean, I'm still also trying to learn it IRL-wise, and I think everybody that's watching F1 is trying to understand new rules that are being implemented in like every other week, apparently, as the season progresses. But in the case of this, still learning everything, and I really do appreciate you guys for that. I appreciate y'all for helping an American like me learn something. And, yeah, just, y'all are awesome. I really do appreciate it, so thank you all so much. Means a lot to me. It does. But with that, I'm going to take everything that I've learned, and I'm going to put it into the Chinese Grand Prix, which might not be the greatest race to do it at, but we also have a sprint race weekend, so we have 2 opportunities to fuck it up. Let's go ahead and advance through time. We'll get that one event thing that we did, which is the fan outreach. And now we have the race weekend in Shanghai. And we completed an activity, which is pretty cool. And I don't think there was anything else to really mention. Except for the fact that they did not add my logo in with this brand new season. They did not add in the P or the one line and a C. I think they called it something else in the old F1 games, but it looks like a P. They did not add it in with Season 2. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm going to hope at some point they add it in, because that is pretty much a logo that is synonymous with my channel. Please, EA Codemasters, add that fucking thing back in, and I will love you to the very end. Yeah, I kind of forgot. I kind of need to, you know, pick the guy that I'm going to be racing as this week in Shanghai. I should probably do that. But since we talked about Joshua quite a bit, we'll pick him. And, yeah, we'll just, you know, operate between these two as the season progresses, between Tsolov one race, Durksen the next. And, yeah, just seeing kind of how it all pans out and what we can do with, you know, either drivers. So yeah, gonna pick Joshua for today, and we'll kind of see how this race kind of goes, and if we can score his first points of not only just the season but of his career. So let's go on ahead and find that out, shall we?
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Piastri, Leclerc, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Russell, Antonelli, Hülkenberg, Sainz, and Gabriel Bortoleto, Albon, Ocon, Lance Stroll, and Durksen, Tsolov, Doohan, Liam Lawson, and Ollie Behrman, Gasly, Hadjar, Tsunoda, and Fernando Alonso rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
You're meaning to tell me that EA and F1, or EA and Codemasters, I should say, didn't even bother trying to have Crofty say a different line because sprint races don't decide the pole position guy anymore. It hasn't decided the pole position guy for like 3 years now. Actually 4, I think. So either someone at EA and Codemasters are just pure fucking lazy to change that one simple line, that one singular line, or they just plainly don't want to do it, which I'm going to go with the latter option, just saying that they're just pure fucking lazy and they don't want to do it. But anywho, we roll up P14 for the sprint today, so I got a pretty good qualifying out of it, and we qualified ahead of Tsolov, so turns out having no upgrades versus having a teammate with both of the new upgrades, obviously it's different, but the car with no upgrades prevails over the one with new upgrades. But I'm pretty sure when we go to Japan, that'll be obviously changed. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, so go ahead and take a look at the race strategy. It's going to be a simple usual or simple casual one stopper and all that sort of stuff. But the kicker is towards the end of the race, there is a chance of rain in the area. So depending on when it gets to the track and how much of it affects the race, there is a possibility that we don't need to go on to intermediates, and no one's really going to attempt to go on to the intermediates because there's like going to be like next to no laps remaining for anybody really to, you know, catch anybody, because it'll be towards the end of the race. Maybe they'll gain a few positions, but it also depends on how bad the rain is, and also if compared to F1 24, the AI actually, I don't know, have risky ass strategies, like at least attempt to attempt risky strategies, you know what I mean? It's like iRacing gets this shit down to a T with risky strategies, and F1 they lost their footing after F1 2021, because in 2021 the AI were still doing some risky strategies. They may not have been doing them like as often or whatever, and even though 23, I liked 23 more of these like F1 20 series, at least the newer F1 series since EA took over. Even though in F1 23 I liked it, even though it happened at some points, it didn't happen all the time. Which is why I liked the other games more, because it happened more like frequently, and it shaked up like the entire field every fucking time it did it. So we'll just see how this all kind of goes today. I mean, who knows if the AI are actually going to do it or not? We'll find out. But I think we'll go on ahead and jump into the race. Did I actually turn on the safety car for this, now that I think about it? I don't have the fucking formation at that point. God bless it. Alright, well, I know what to do before we're jumping into the main race, is turning that shit on. So let's just go on ahead and jump into the sprint, shall we? Let's go. Alright, well, I'll be damned. Oh, I'm wide. Made up some good time. Out pissed it away right there, but doing pretty good. Almost ran to the back of Bortoletto. Where the fuck are you going, Albon? Son of a bitch just decided he was going to clear himself. Alright, well, I mean, it's pretty clean so far. Ooh. A little bit of contact with Bortoletto. Not too terrible contact. Just a little bit. Well,
DRS is being enabled this lap.
We
can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Damn, that inside, man. I just roll that inside like there's no tomorrow. I also didn't realize how much more freedom I would have without the anti-lock brake shit like turned off. Like, I did not know like I was gonna have so much like freedom with the car, because I have a ton of it right now. It's probably the most comfortable I think I've felt racing these Formula 1 cars in a while. Whoa, Hulkenberg, what the fuck, Hulkenberg? That boy was sideways that entire way. He legitimately just fucking Tokyo drifted that entire section. Holy shit. Sauber's first points are definitely on the car, but so are Durksen's, I'm just saying. And one of the things I learned from what a lot of you guys were telling me was, oh, there's a yellow behind. I don't know what that's for.
The track is clear, green flag.
Yeah, what I was gonna say was, one of the things you guys told me
okay,
in that short was, like, go hard on the brakes, but like gradually like get off of them. You know what I mean? Like let the car like roll. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense, I'm hoping it does. But I was doing that a lot in practice.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Just like slamming on the brakes and then just like gradually lifting off. And then kind of like doing a little tap as I go through the rest of the corner just to like slow down a tiny bit more, you know what I mean? And it's making a big difference. Yo, Hulkenberg didn't drift through there that time.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
I also got told a lot to not downshift super fast, because that's another thing I've been prone to do. But then again, it's just muscle memory from doing it for so long, which is why I kept doing it in Melbourne last time out. Yeah, then I'm just gonna stay behind Hulkenberg for the time being and just kind of not force the issue. And when I know I can pass him, that's when I'm gonna go for it. Pretty sure right about now would be the right time to do it.
Gap to your teammate behind, 5.1 seconds.
There we go. Sweeps right around the outside of Hulkenberg, and now we got a point on the table.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.0 seconds.
Yeah, we might not catch the guys ahead, but it also kind of depends on how well I run this track. Oh, wow. And how little of mistakes I end up making, too. That's the other thing I gotta keep in mind. Sorry for not really talking a whole lot. I am trying to focus and not try to make any mistakes, because I do know that Albon is getting closer and closer to me. But I'm doing my best at not making a whole lot of mistakes and running my own race and not really giving in to the pressure behind me. Albon's definitely gonna have a better run than I will. We hold it. A little bit squirrely coming out of 15 there. We're good. We hold it. Just got 3 more laps. Yeah, I'm out of ERS, but I'm able to hold it pretty well around the outside of Albon. Tell you what though, my left hand it's in a lot of pain right now. It's mainly because of me gripping the wheel and just trying not to make any mistakes. Especially when I feel the back end of the car stepping out and all that stuff. Gosh, I am catching it, Kimi Antonelli, which is crazy.
Okay, gap ahead, 1.7 seconds.
Oh, but wow, back end stepping out. Holy shit. That's probably the worst it's been all race. Wanna launch stroll and put my hand on top of my wheel just to fucking let it breathe for a second. All right. Final lap in the
Okay, this
China
is your final
sprint.
lap. Final lap of the race.
Tell you what, it's been a pretty fucking good sprint race for us and Durksen. Did I really think I had anything for Kimi? Probably not. But at least we did a pretty good job. At least we are doing a good job, I should say. We're not quite done. Not quite done yet, but we're doing quite a good job at holding off Albon here. All right, back here, down the back. Down the back stretch for the final time. Here, there we go. Words are just not entering my brain at all. Norris gets the dub. Once again, amazing defending. Oh my gosh. I'm like hyping myself up, but that was actually really good fucking defending. Holy fuck. That's the first points for Joshua, baby. God dang.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Didn't hit him, nothing. No contact, nothing, dude. That was just clean, hard fucking racing. Driver of the day, you're damn right. From 14th to a point in 8th and great defending. Oh my gosh. All right, so congratulations, I should say, to Lando Norris on the dub. He gets a job done in China. No rain came down, so I was kind of confused as to how the rain didn't come down, but maybe the radar was wrong, or maybe the radar updated and it was just plain wrong. There was no rain at all, so very interesting. It didn't even get cloudy either. That was the other thing too, but yeah. But congrats to Lando on the P1. Verstappen P2, congratulations to him, and congratulations to Piastri on a P3. Leclerc with the 4th place, Russell P5, Hamilton in 6th, Kimi Antonelli in 7th, and Joshua Durksen, first sprint race, scores a point in China. No upgrades, no nothing. P8. A single point. And this is actually the first time in PepsiCo Racing's history that both drivers have scored a point before the first season's even over. Actually, before the first half is even over. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. We had, again, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or whatever, but we defended Albon really good, really fairly, and in the end, that's pretty much what got us P8. We just defended like we knew what we were doing, so that's all that matters to me. And then Gabriel Bortoletto finishes in 10th, Hulkenberg 11th, Ocon 12th, Sainz 13th, Stroll 14th, Duhan in 15th, Lawson 16th, Alonso 17th, Gasly 18th, Solov in 19th, with Hadjar 20th, Behrman 21st, and Yuki Tsunoda DNF'd out of the race. When did that happen? Was that like... when the fuck did that happen? I have no idea, but apparently it happened at some point. I just don't quite know how that happened. But yeah, now we can check out the standings, and we can now see that 11 drivers so far have scored a point this season, with Joshua Durksen being the 11th one. I guarantee you in the race, I'm pretty sure Albon's going to score a point. I think both the Saubers are going to score a point, in all honesty. I think Hulkenberg and Bortoletto are definitely top candidates for scoring a point. Albon and Sainz, I think, are pretty good candidates too for scoring a point or two in this race or in the main event. And maybe Lance Stroll. I have no idea where Stroll actually finished. He finished 14th. Yeah, and Ocon. Ocon's up there too. So I think pretty much from everybody from Albon down to Stroll has a really good shot of scoring points. And maybe you can add in Liam and Fernando as well. But I mean, we're talking about like first-time point scorers for the season at least. Albon down to either Stroll or Lawson. That's about where I would say is where the, you know, top drivers are going to be, you know, going after points, or the top drivers to look out for to score their first points of the season. So just, you know, some food for thought.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle and will be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars brake into the tight hairpin at turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Russell, Oscar Piastri, and Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Antonelli, and Carlos Sainz, Albon, Stroll, Isaac Hadjar, and Hülkenberg, Ocon, Bortoletto, Ollie Behrman, and Joshua Durksen, Tsolov, Gasly, Lawson, and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them, up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
You guys want to know what I forgot to do again? I forgot to turn on the fucking formation lap. God dang it. Oh my god, dude. Why? Dude, this is the... I knew I was forgetting something when I jumped into this race, and I just mentioned it before the sprint. How in the fuck did I forget again? Anywho, though, we're rolling off P18 today, so about 4 positions lower from where we started in the sprint. And I did mess up one of the sections. I didn't like go through the grass or whatever and cost myself some lap time. I just went wide in a corner and pretty much killed a lot of my momentum and a lot of speed that I had. So it did suck quite a bit for that to kind of unfold, but hey, we just take what we learned and we move on. So that's what we're going to do today. But take a look at the race strategy today. Seems like it's going to be a medium to hard kind of strategy. I think personalized is the one that I want, right? Yeah, okay. Damn, 7-second difference, holy shit. Or rather, 6.5-second difference, holy shit. But, yeah, so we'll go with that one and kind of rocket, you know, not our way to the front, but just rocket. It says there should be rain this time around, or it says there should be rain again, but how true that is, that'll come down to if it'll actually get here or not. So we're gonna pay attention to that as the race continues on, if the rain's gonna come down or not. So we'll see. It didn't do it in the sprint race. It did do it in qualifying though, because you got holy cow. If you guys looked at the driver lap times, you could see that they were like 14 seconds down or something like that from the rest of us that qualified in the dries, or at least some of us that exited Q1 in the dries. So big difference in pace. That's definitely what I can say. So it's gonna be interesting to see who does well today and who don't. We'll see if we'll have any new point scorers, or if we're gonna have the same as last time out. Maybe minus Tsolov, as he's starting one position behind me. But we shall see. We shall see. So let's go on ahead and jump into this race, and let us see what we can do in the full race here at China. Let's go. Holy fuck, what a start. Just went up to 10. I got up into the points faster in the fucking sprint than I did in the than I did in the sprint. I said that ass backwards. Holy fuck. And again, a lot of them or pretty much all of them in front and behind me were starting on the hard compounded tires, just like Tsunoda is in front of me. I made some contact with the Williams, but I think I'm okay. I don't think I got too much damage, so should be fine. But yeah, what in the fuck's going on up here? I don't know what just happened to George, but I had to take it around the outside of Antonelli there. Or not Antonelli, but fucking Tsunoda and Antonelli.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
What is going on in this race? We're P8 already. We're P8. Oh my gosh. 10 spots in one lap. I think these front three are also on hards. I know my mediums are gonna fade towards the end of the run, so better take advantage of it while I have the chance, you know. I don't really know if I'll be able to get any of these guys in the DRS straight, but I know I can hold a position at the very least, so that's nice. Oh boy, old rivals going at it.
Good job, nice overtake.
And that's what happens when you're patient. Just sweep right around the inside of them. Come out of turn 16. My oh my. That was Alonso too that we got.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
guess the main question is, how bad is the rain gonna get? That I guess will be the main question. It's just how bad it'll be. Like the second that it gets here. Oh shit. A little loose. Just a wee little bit, but a little loose. If I had a little bit more battery, I think I would have been able to get Lewis. Not too sure though. Oh. Whoa. I made a mistake and so did Hamilton. That's the second time I've seen the AI get loose in front of me. Holy. What the fuck was that in F124? Because I sure as shit never saw that. Yeah, still don't think I have the ERS really to gain a whole lot on on Lewis. So backing her down and just maintaining the position is the better choice. Damn, we went faster that time. Holy shit. I mean, we moving. That's what I can say. We moving. I mean, I left the track for a little bit, but I didn't really gain a whole lot there because I went off the track in a straight fucking line, but okay.
The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
But only just. I mean, Hamilton really ain't leaving us too fast or anything. I don't think he's too worried about it anyways, so. You know, I'm fine where I'm at. Just, I don't want to force the issue or whatever. I know I could pass a Ferrari, but I don't know if I really want to burn my tires up any more than I already have, you know? Eventually I'll save it. There we go. Didn't fucking lose it any more than that. Took a little bit to save the motherfucker, but we saved it. Good lord. My main goal is to like just stay in the DRS of Hamilton, not use any of my ERS on that main straight, and like try to savor enough throughout the rest of the track to like stay within DRS range of him for that longer back straight. The problem is that I keep making some mistakes, which kind of forces my hand and forces me to use the fucking ERS whether I want to or not, kind of thing. Those are the kind of mistakes I'm talking about. I don't know how that even happened though. I feel like I was barely on the throttle. I might have to look back at it, but I feel like I was barely on the throttle. Oh my gosh. Car stepped out again.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Well, something happened to Fernando because now he's lost DRS from me and he's fallen into the clutches of Antonelli and Sainz. At least DRS-wise. Passing-wise, not quite yet. I realized that the AI are really slow through that section, and I can gain a lot of time on them. They're also like that in 24, so that's another thing. Oh, Tsolov came in. I don't know if it was.
Right,
exactly.
Nikola's in the pits. Nikola is in the pits.
He either made contact and maybe broke his front wing or started on the softs, but I don't think he would have started on the softs. He wouldn't really be able to gain a whole lot out of it either, so I don't know exactly what it was for. Replays will definitely help out, I'll tell you that. Oh, rain's coming down. I actually like that. Did y'all see how the rain came down? That is so much more better than fucking 24s, where the only, like, the first sign of it was for it to, like, hit your halo, and then you can see the rest of it. Or would do like one giant fucking like rain splash onto you, and that was your indicator that the rain had come down or some shit like it had done in years past. I'm so glad that it like showed the progression of it. It's gonna start getting wet, but for now we're okay. It's supposed to be a small patch though, so we might be able to just race our way through it. Ooh, wow. I say that and then I get tired.
Okay, be mindful of the conditions. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 39.0 seconds.
Look, if I was playing as Tsolov and the AI, or Durksen had the AI, I'm pretty sure Durksen's AI would have pit around the same time as Tsolov. I'm pretty sure that's what would have happened. Well, I just Hulkenberg that section. Tokyo drifted my way through there, holy. My gosh, car. I get it, it's wet, but Jesus Christ. That was a bit redundant right there. Yo, I don't want to pit and fucking no one follows, so.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Well, Verstappen came in. What tires is he picking?
Okay, track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit full wets next time you come in.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long this rain's actually going to last, but surviving this patch is going to be difficult as fuck.
The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
All right, cool.
Okay, copy that.
I like how Mark actually gave me a strategy that I didn't have to decide for myself. He just went and did it for me. Thank you, Mark, for actually giving me a strategy that.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Damn. This is gonna be a first. I've never driven a wet race without the ABS or fucking racing line, so this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's almost getting undrivable at this rate.
Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
I just had to fucking slow down Fernando because him passing me is not going to be a good idea. Don't Lewis Hamilton it. Okay, Wipeout just did.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Okay, there we go. I did change my pit thingy-mabobber, so I think it should be the same button as this, yeah. Right? Yep.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Not only did we just jump Hamilton, we jumped Lando Norris at the same time. Oh, yep, there goes my teammate into the pits. He definitely made the wrong choice.
Okay, Nikola's coming in for his stop now.
Oh, I don't know how to brake. I don't know where to brake in the fucking wets, dude. Son of a bitch. Okay, I gotta like relearn braking zones now. Fucking hell. I think I want to like go a little bit farther back from the initial braking point. I think that's what it was, if I remember correctly.
Okay, you're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Around like, what, lap 22 it'll end, or maybe shorter. When was the last time that China had rain? Because I don't even fucking remember. I just know at one point or another it did have rain. Yeah, I think Sainz and Hamilton are actually going at it there. Yeah, Alonso, you made a fucking terrible ass move. Nope. It's still a no. You're still making a shitty move. Fucking stay behind me. Pretty much just pulled a George Russell right there and about fucking lost it. I lost the position and probably my car. I'm like barely hanging on to this shit. Like I am actively like trying to not fucking wreck the thing. Okay, Hamilton, shit. Jesus, we're only halfway through this fucking race, man. Let the rains come down harder. Oh, wow, okay. Wonder why I go up the track a little bit to avoid shit like that from happening. Oh shit. As long as I get raced, as long as the AI race me with respect, I'll race them with respect. I'm not gonna like, okay, well, and then I proceed to do that shit, but you know. Oh man, I thought I had the fucking chance. Actually, right here, I will. Oh shit, Max is out. What the fuck? He was like the fastest guy on the track, wasn't he? What the hell? Hey, we're gonna be P5 from that. Fuck yeah, baby. Free spots for one, free spots for all.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
How do we have... How is this bad sensor problem led into F125? I thought we were done with this shit. I thought that was just a V-car problem. I know it was Russell that was the fastest man out on the track. Or had the fastest lap, I should say.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
I do like the sound of a dry track because I'm not the biggest fan of a wet track right now.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. Gap to your teammate behind.
I mean, if you think we can go on to fucking dries when it's still pouring fucking rain, I think I'm gonna need to fire you and bring back Jeff. Oop, I ran off the track, son of a bitch. I thought I was close enough to where that wouldn't happen, or far enough to the point where that wouldn't happen, and then it still did happen, and whatnot. Wow, the rain faded away fast. Holy fuck. Or that was just me being slow. No, it faded away fast. What the fuck? Okay, I locked it up. Yeah, my crew chief was not lying. Yeah, it's gone now. So then we're gonna run these last 10 laps on a dry track, I think. Well, alrighty then. I guess Sainz gonna give me a push. Why are we going 3? Why are we... Don't put your fucking hand up. You're the one that went up into me, Sainz. What the fuck? There, that's what the hand is meant for. Because I'm the one getting fucking slammed into now. I get it, I should not be up here in P5, but Jesus Christ, man, give me some fucking space. Give me fucking room. That's all I ever ask. It's just for some goddamn room. I mean, I think the track is dried enough to the point where we can go to wets, no? Or not wets, to dry, back to dries, no? Am I like high, or... Pretty sure we can do that, can't we? Oh shit.
Okay, no issues with
The
tyre wear
McLaren
for now.
drivers just completed a
Taking
pass
care
for
of
the
them.
leader of the race.
What? What? I have no idea what was just said to me. Since there was apparently 2 marks that just wanted to talk over each other. What in the fuck? Just what? Okay, I'm off track again. Okay, well. I'm hoping, did that break his front wing? Okay, it didn't. Good. I was gonna be pissed if it did, because I just wanted to get in front of him. I didn't want that to happen. Oh, DRS is enabled. That means that we can pit now. I think I might go soft to the end if I can.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 21.1 seconds.
I think now's about the time.
Understood.
to pit.
Stopping this lap.
Whoa. Okay. I guess that's payback for running into you on the front stretch, so I'll accept it.
Weather's changing now. You might want to review our strategy.
What, was my strategy not good enough, or what? Oh, they want me to...
Got
okay.
that confirmed.
I guess hards would be the better option. Because, I mean, these guys might go softs all the way to the end, and if they're going to do that, then it's going to fade away fast. Trust me, I'm aware that this is going to actually happen. Oh, well, that's not good at all. Now is it?
Piastri stopping now.
I'd like to stay out ahead of Hamilton because I know for a fact I'm going to get dicked over from behind him, so... There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Perfect. All right. Yeah, Piastri went on to the mediums. Hulkenberg stayed out. Okay, that's odd. Not too sure why he would stay out, but all right. There we go.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Now Tsolov's in the pits. Oh god, I gotta relearn again. Fuck. Probably won't take me long. Probably give me like a full lap, and I'll relearn everything again. But yeah, cold tires and whatnot
Right,
ain't
Nicola's
fun.
in the pits. Nikola is in the pits.
My gosh, Hamilton and Sainz, man, they're fucking crazy. Well, seeing the back of this Ferrari again. Didn't think I would be here, but here we are. P6 still ain't too bad, but I do know that I could probably get Hamilton and pass him, so I just need like a lap to get used to the track again. Yeah, the fucking mediums just overpower my shit, dude. It's fucking crazy.
The pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
I'm hoping
so we're leading our teammate by 30.6 seconds.
I'm hoping with Sainz like being faster, he can catch Hamilton. I think he can. It's just a matter of how fast can he catch him. Oh my gosh.
Okay, clear.
Oh, another yellow behind us. I legit have no idea who that's for. Oh, Hulkenberg. Oof. Caught me off guard. I thought Hulkenberg was the one Sauber that was actually in the points. Guess not. I'm gonna try not to fuck up this section right here. There we go.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I had to like slow the way more down than I would have liked, but didn't fuck it up, so that's good. I say we dispatch Tsunoda, but in all honesty, he's still hanging on to just a little bit of time on Alonso. Oh wow, fucking went wide, holy fuck. Oh dear God. Well, we maintain this position over Yuki, so that's a net gain right there. Net positive.
And gap to the car in front, 3.8 seconds.
There's only 3 more laps, man. Gotta survive 3 more laps around here on my medium tires, or hard tires, I should say. Just went back 8 years. Or 7, actually. Two to go.
Gap to your teammate behind,
Doing a pretty damn good job of holding to my position. Certain points, I'm, you know, losing my rhythm and have to kind of gather it back up and fucking start again. Kind of like right there, where I had to snap my fucking car back into place. For what reason exactly, I'm not 100% sure. I don't even think I did anything that fucking crazy for my car to whip sideways, so. That's just kind of what I've been dealing with the rest of this race. And also the fact that the hard tires just don't work like the mediums do, so. Wonder what would have happened if I didn't use my mediums first thing. Man, all I went to go do was itch my nose, and my fucking wheel decided to have a spasm. I don't know if my mic picked it up or whatever, but legitimately, it had a fucking spasm. All because I went to go itch my nose. Alright,
okay,
final lap.
lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Final lap to secure this fucking P7. Which I did not think I'd be up here at all. Then again, I didn't think I'd be P7 last time out in fucking Australia with Tsolov either, so was kind of a win in more ways than one. Oscar Piastri wins for the first time this season. He's actually going to gain quite a bit in the championship because of that dub. He's got to navigate a few more corners and an entire long-ass straightaway, and I'm home free. Down the back. One more time. And I'll be honest with you, this was actually a pretty good race, even with all that contact from Alonso earlier. I'll tell you this right now. I am gonna fucking beat Yuki. Not gonna lose to a Red Bull today, boys. There we go, back-to-back P7s. First for Tsolov, now for Durksen. Let's fucking go. Woo!
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
My left hand doesn't hurt as much as it did at the end of the sprint, so that's a net positive. I'll take it. Driver of the day, Joshua Durksen. Let's fucking go. PepsiCo Racing Incorporated. Points finishes.
An award-winning day for Oscar Piastri as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or looked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it. And that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Only 3 can take to the podium, and here they come. And your winner today, the man from down under. Congratulations, Oscar Piastri.
Well, I'll be another fucking points finish. Second straight one for Joshua, because we got him a point in the sprint and 6 points in the main race, so I'll take it. We're getting our drivers points. First 2 races, scored points for both drivers, so here eventually I won't even have to play as one of them for a little bit, so I can play as the other and whatnot. So I say eventually, but it's going to take a little bit for that to happen. But other than that, though, congratulations to Oscar on the win. Charles finishes P2. Congratulations to him, and congratulations to George on the P3. Lando P4, Hamilton P5, Sainz with his first points of the season in 6th, Joshua, ourselves, in 7th, Yuki Tsunoda with his first points of the season in 8th, Alonso in 9th, and Kimi Antonelli in P10. Albon came up close in 11th, Stroll did too in 12th, as did Bortoletto in 13th, and Behrman in 14th. Hadjar 15th, Ocon 16th, Gasly 17th, Duhan 18th, Lawson in 19th, Tsolov in 20th. He was actually 20 seconds back from Liam. Holy shit. And then the two DNFs of Hulkenberg and Max Verstappen. So, oh, that's a sprint. So, yeah, I'm curious as to how or what transpired for Ocon, Gasly, and Tsolov to make 3 stops. My guess is they tried the soft strategy in the beginning and it just didn't work, I guess. I'm not too sure. I'll have to go back through and look. But yeah, not really much else to really go off of except just check out the point standings now. So now, Lando Norris leads by only 2 points ahead of Oscar Piastri and 4 ahead of Charles Leclerc in 3rd and 11 ahead of Russell in 4th. And then Hamilton 5th, Verstappen in 6th, Sainz in 7th, Durksen in 8th, Antonelli in 9th, and Tsolov in 10th. There's Yuki in 11th, Alonso in 12th, and Gasly in 13th. And I didn't even mention Carlos Sainz, but he's up there in 7th now, so good points for Williams now. And Yeah, so now it's just Albon, Hadjar, Stroll, Bortoletto, Ocon, Behrman, Lawson, Duhan, and Hulkenberg that have no points scored so far. So 11 drivers have now become, or rather before the race weekend, it was 12 drivers that hadn't scored a point. 12 become 9, as we have had 3 new point scorers, those being Sainz, ourselves, and Sonoda. So 3 new point scorers this weekend, and a lot of racing left to go. In the constructors, McLaren leads by 26 ahead of Ferrari in second. Mercedes follows suit in third with Red Bull fourth, ourselves in fifth at the double point margin, so that's really nice. Williams 6th, Aston Martin in 7th, Alpine 8th, VCarb 9th, Kick Saubers in 10th, and Haas in 11th. So, yeah, Williams was the only team that hadn't scored a point that did end up scoring a point. So right now it is just VCarb, Sauber, and Haas that haven't scored a point. So that's what it's looking like on both drivers and constructors. Like I said, long ways to go in the season. Here's the amount of points everybody racked up. We pretty much gained the same amount of points as Max did, so some pride to take home in that. But sprint race weekends, they might pose some magical moments. They might pose magical moments. It just depends. Yeah, really good race. Awesome race. Loved it. And I cannot wait to see what's next for us next time out in Japan. So should be a lot of fun. All right, so no damages. That's pretty good. I thought initially that Tsolov had actually damaged his front wing for the first pit stop they ended up making, so guess that wasn't it, which is nice. So I'll take it. 100,000 fan rating. Hell yeah, we're getting more fan rating up, and we can get our honor XP to 10%. And recent sentiments, still early days for the newest team on the grid. Can't wait to see what they bring to the table. We brought quite a bit in our 2 weeks that we've been here. So first 2 races, 7 points for one driver, 6 points for the other. Back-to-back 7th place finishes. Hey, our stuff came in.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
Fuck yeah. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. So, got some new messages. What do we got? Points on the board. Hi, Christopher. Hello. I wanted to update you on the race weekend. We secured a points finish with one of our drivers. While it wasn't a podium, it's still a positive outcome that contributes to our standings. Mathis, please stop trying to gun for fucking podiums. We're not there yet. Also, I was there at the fucking track, you dumbass. Anywho, the car performed reliably, and the driver showcased solid skills. This result reflects the hard work of the entire team, and we're committed to building on this performance. We continue to analyze and improve, aiming for even stronger results in the upcoming races. Thank you for your support as we strive for excellence. Nice. Title sponsor loyalty grows. I'm pleased to inform you that our relationship with our title sponsor has significantly strengthened. After recent discussions, we have secured a more favorable partnership, and as a result, we've gained new benefits. Visit the title sponsor area for more details. Ooh, and the performance. Yeah, as the worst team on the grid, the fact that we've gotten back-to-back 6th place finishes is insane. Then again, I've put in setups that are really fucking good. Not gonna. And my game just crashed. That's a first. Okay.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
I'm aware, but I just want to just look at the messages very quickly. Performance comparison. Yeah, that was what I wanted to look at and whatnot. So, all right, now we can head over to here, which I want to head to. Was it? It was engineering. So it's assign upgrades. So Durksen. Wait, do we have any? No, we don't. Wait, development. Okay, so we have 2. Okay, we have 2 days remaining. Okay, I was like super fucking confused. Okay, so 2 days remaining on those. I think I saw this. Okay, I do have that facility improvement still going for 9 days. That's still going for 27, and that's still going for 19. So can't really do a whole lot with any of this stuff. Do I have any form of training? I don't have a training point. Well, okay, so I don't know how, I don't really know how it works really to get the training points. I'm just kind of going until I get them. Maybe I'll eventually figure out how to do it. But yeah, so I guess we'll head into personnel and go to, is it workforce? No, it's not workforce. Drivers? No, it wasn't drivers either. How the fuck do I, here we go, title sponsor. So, owner experience has been increased. I'm not too sure what this does exactly. Is it the experience points that I get out of this? Is that what it is? Owner training. I mean, I think it might be getting closer and closer to the owner training points, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty nice, not gonna lie. There was something though. Hold on. Was it within the race shit, maybe? Can I put more secondary sponsors on the car? Like, is that one of them? Can I put more on the car? No. Thought for a second I could. I guess not. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, I have a new thing down there. Wait, hold on. Stop moving the fucking thing. Hold on. How do I change variant? Oh, shit! I can have my fucking yellow. Oh, look at that. Fuck yeah, dude. That's actually really cool looking. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Okay. Do I have anything new for this? No. Nothing for Intrupe or Intrepe. Ooh, I do have a new thing for the slingshot fuel. I do like that. And I don't like the fact that the red kind of does that, though. Can't put anything there, nothing there. What about Saren? Nothing for Saren. Well, that's actually the title sponsor. What about Venus? Venus, there is something for that, so that's good. I'll put that on. Just kind of match it in a way. For the slingshot fuel, though, I think I might be able to have it on. I might just need to change the blue and the red around, maybe? I could probably do that. Just change, like, the blue and the red. So, make the red the blue. And was it glossy? Okay, yeah, well, it's gonna say the same, so we'll have glossy blue and metallic red. That actually looks kind of similar to my 2023 fucking F1 car. Yeah, that actually looks pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. So now if I head... Oh, what about A plus F? I didn't even realize about A plus F. Okay, I don't have anything for them. Equinox? I do have a thing for Equinox, though. That's pretty fucking cool looking. There we go. Perfect. That should be on the opposite side as well, if I'm not mistaken. I can't do anything about Saren. Yep, okay, it is. Good, just wanted to know. Okay, I want to go back to here. There it is, okay. I want to put on that slingshot field. There we go. And then, perfect, okay. You know, our car, it has a little bit of a livery change, but it ain't the worst thing in the world, you know, to, you know, have or whatever, so. I think it looks good. I think I might metallic out. Should I metallic out the blue, actually? Hold on. Ooh, metallic blue. What about glossy red? I think, in all honesty, reversing the two might actually work. Or should I just have it all metallic in a way? No, I don't think I want to have it all. I don't want to have it all metallic. What if I just do... I do like metallic blue. Fuck it, we'll do everything metallic. Everything's metallic on this fucking car pretty much, besides the black. I don't know. I just think like the metallics side of the car really like pops out. So we'll do that. So just pretty much the red and the blue got swapped around. Not really that big of a deal or anything like that. So yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I wish the Equinox though was a different color. I really wish it wasn't that color of like green and yellow. So if it was like blue and yellow, if it was like red and yellow or blue and yellow, sure, but green and yellow, I don't know about that. So since we have enough time, I'll actually go on ahead and do a couple things here. So let's go on ahead and do recruitment drive for engineering, and then we'll do department focus aero. Then for over here, we will do ooh, wow. These are just aero blitz. So these are blitzes, which is reducing the time it takes to complete development projects. But it increases the failure rate, even though it can reduce the time. So I think I would just want one. So I'll do a 5-day one for chassis, and then a 4-day one for aerodynamics. And then over here, driver wellness session. So this, okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll do this to help them both. Oop, shit. And then we'll go on ahead and do a couple other things. So let's do fan outreach, merchandise push. And yeah, I mean, how much do we gain? So we gain $5,000 every day. So we'll gain 20,000. We'll only lose 5,000 by just doing these next two. So yeah, there we go. Perfect. All of it's filled out. All of that's ready to go, and we're all ready to go for Japan, but not for this episode, for the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell below for some more. Next race, the Japanese Grand Prix. Hopefully the game doesn't crash or anything like that, because that would pretty much fucking suck. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. I love you all so very much, and goodbye.